What's up, everybody? Remember people was doing that on YouTube? All their videos. What's up, everybody? Welcome to. Oh, maybe it was just the dudes I was looking at. You know, I do photography, right? So this dude was the real popular photographer, was always doing this. What's up, everybody? And everybody was imitating that. Anyway, that was 2023. 2024, we here. First things first, though. Welcome to CNN. I'm Kirk Kennedy. Let's go in. On this channel, we take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. You know what I'm saying? Go to kirkkennedy.com. Get what you need. Everybody's covered. We got all that good stuff. But we got to talk, man. We got to talk, fam. I didn't even know if I was going to make a video today, but I was like, you know what? Let's make one. It's 2024. Let's start the year off. First of all, Happy New Year, right? Happy New Year. I don't know what you did, man, but Happy New Year. If you're here, you made it. Another year. Crazy, right? Maybe this is, actually, no, this isn't even because I'm getting older. Even my son, my youngest son, he's 12. Man, at some point during 2023, he was like, Poppy, man, this year is going by real fast. And I was like, son, you ain't lying, bro. Like, it's 2024 already, and we here, right? So Happy New Year. Man, I had a good time. I had some people from my church came through. I just extended that. I just said, look, my house is open. Anybody come through, doors open at 8. And it was good time, man. I usually have like a lot of people come through for stuff like that. It was a smaller crowd, but this is one of those times where it was quality over quantity, right? Because, you know, it's fun to be around a lot of people. When you be around a lot of people, you got access to more opportunities to have fun and be crazy. But this one, it was a smaller group of people. Some people came, left, and other people, it was like stages of, but it ended up being like a great time, man, where we just had, you know, going into the new year, it was just a handful of us, and we were just laughing, talking about different things, and then all that stuff, right? So I'm just grateful for that, man. It was a great time. I hope you had a good New Year. Real quick, and I'm not to dampen anybody's, you know, spirits at all, but I just want to be just to be honest, and just to remind you, make sure you realize that like 2024 will not change you. It's not going to change you. And let me explain what I mean, because like, you know, we tend to look forward to like a new year, like as if like, oh, okay, like. You know, like, you know how we make New Year's resolutions, like the first day of the year has a psychological effect, kind of like a placebo. Like we attribute the changing of the year to a changing of circumstances, a changing of, man, I'm so glad 2023 is over. But to be honest, the only thing that's really changed is the date, is the calendar. Like who you were yesterday is who you are today. Unless you were not a Christian yesterday and then got saved and now that's different, right? But for the most part, for many of us, 2024 is not going to change us. It's our commitment to the things of the Lord, whatever disciplines we're trying to put in place, whatever, you know, fruits of the Spirit we're trying to grow. Those things are going to change us. The calendar is not going to change you. So whatever you were struggling with in 2023 is right here, it came right with you, because it's matters of the heart. The heart doesn't reset every calendar year, right? The mind doesn't reset every calendar year. So 2024 won't change you, but your pursuit of the Lord will. So let's all remember that. Let's all, you know, on Sunday I told my church, the slogan that we're using for this year going forward is remember the future, right? Like all believers are compelled to remember the future. There's a day which is called the day of the Lord, or, you know, the Bible talks about in the New Testament that day when, you know, we was given account to God. There's a day, like tomorrow's not promised to anyone. Like we could all be like, oh, we're done tomorrow. The Lord called us home or whatever. But that day, the day of the Lord, that day where you stand before him and give him, that's everyone's going to see that day, whether you believe in him or not. So remember the future and live in light of that day. 2024 won't change you, but your pursuit of the Lord most certainly will, right? All right, having said that, man, we need to have a conversation. Listen, the enemy, boy, Satan is, when I say that man is on his job, I'm talking employee of the month. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if this stream cuts off. He'd be working like that, right? And I ain't one of them people that, oh, the devil, the Satan, but it just, so let me tell y'all what happened. All right, y'all know I'm a big dude. I'm in the process of trying to get healthier, right? So I was on Facebook scrolling, and I came across an ad, and Facebook be eavesdropping. I don't know how, but they know what you talk about, man. I was getting this ad for losing weight, right? It was a weight loss joint, but it was these bracelets that you put on, right? These bracelets. So I'm gonna show you the ad. Now there's no sound, but right now I'm gonna show you this ad on the screen. This popped up on my Facebook on screen a couple times. And then I thought, you know what? Something's wrong here. So let me show you this ad first. I want you to watch. There's no sound, but just what you'll be able to see what I mean. Let's watch this ad for a second. All right, look at this. All right, so here we go. So they showing you put this thing on your wrist. Look at the dude slimming down. Look, I don't know who that is. Now this dude I've actually seen on other videos, right? But look at this. It's making it look like, man, you wear this bracelet. It got these healing properties in them. Look at that. That dude, man. Look at this. Look at this dude. Man, whoo, he just threw that bracelet on. Look at that. And then all of a sudden, look, ripped the bracelet. This joint, the bracelet is like Tony Stark, like Doctor Strange should be having that joint on, right? Look at this joint. Like, this is the ad that I saw, right? All right, so I saw this ad, and I thought, man, this is crazy. So I decided this is the type of stuff I do, right? So I clicked on the 3 dots on the corner of the Facebook ad so I could go to open in a browser. So it goes into the browser. I'm an iPhone user, so it was Safari, right? And so here's what comes up, right? So it takes you to this page. Let me show you this page, all right? So it takes you to this page, right? And basically what this weight loss miracle thing is it's a natural agate or agate stone, leather beaded, limited time. $22.97, man. Go get that stone if you wanna slim down. And so I'm scrolling and I'm reading, okay, how does this work, right? Like, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at high power hematite, you know. I'm scrolling down, looking at all these things, pain relief, arthritis, positive energy, and improved blood flow. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I heard positive energy, I was like, what you mean? What does this mean? So I'm keep scrolling down. Then you see this picture over here of the girl over here, right? You see, look at her, flabbed out on the left, on the right, where they say you're supposed to be at. And then you get a testimony. I've had an issue with my weight and holding extra water in my body primarily. So my body weight also caused me some back pain that really kills sometimes. So I'm going through this, right? I'm looking at this dude. I love wearing bracelet, but this one is very special because it's not just fashionable, but also very helpful. After I wore more natural max hematite beaded bracelets for 8 weeks, all of my puffiness went away. As long as I take it regularly, it doesn't come back, right? So I don't know what he means by take it regularly. So is he saying you don't take a bracelet, you just put a bracelet on, right? But like, so I'm reading this and I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, let's get it, you know? Let's find out what's going on. So I'm reading this like, man, should I get me one of these bracelets? Like, I'm really having this conversation with myself. Man, I might have to get one of these bracelets. But I never believe it. So I'm looking at it, I keep scrolling down, and I keep scrolling. Okay, what is hematite? Found in the 1980s with Michael, who, you know, I'm reading this, kills malignant cells, relieves arthritis. And I thought, man, you put a bracelet on this joint, it's all right. Now keep in mind, as all things, they make it seem like all you got to do is throw this bracelet on. They ain't telling you to eat differently. They ain't telling you to work out. They just say, put this bracelet on, and then over time, the flab will just go away, right? Now, this is why it's crazy, because a lot of us, especially those who are overweight, like everyone, no matter whether it's weight, whether it's becoming successful, every one of us want it to happen quickly. There's no one who really is like, hey, let's go through a process that may take me a couple of years to get to my goal. That is not how we think, right? Everyone wants to do it quickly. I want to be in shape quickly. Everyone wants to be rich quickly. Everyone wants to be godly quickly. No one is thinking, let's do this slow. Let's actually no one fantasizes about being in second or third place, right? You always imagine being in first place the best. So I'm reading this thinking, this might be interesting. So, but then I keep going, right? I keep scrolling and my antenna's up, but I'm just looking, I'm scrolling. And then I'm like, okay, what makes this bracelet be the bracelet your great choice? And then I see powerful, all caps, crystal energy, than other minerals. And I was like, okay, all right. Then I keep reading. I keep going down. I see big dude down here, less flabby than me, but you know. And then all of a sudden, week 1 of wearing the bracelet. I found this bracelet while scrolling through an online shop. For the first week of wearing this bracelet, I lost 12 pounds already. 12 pounds wearing a bracelet. Here's week 4. Here's week 8. Now keep in mind, this joint is talking like this dude didn't do nothing but just wear this bracelet, right? Didn't do nothing. So I'm looking at this, and this is how they get you. Look at this dude down here at the bottom. He lost 69 pounds, according to these people, from wearing that bracelet. So I keep going. Our guarantee, worldwide shipping. So my antenna's up. You know, I don't just believe nothing. That's just not the way that I am. My antenna goes up. So I'm like, all right, what does a gate bracelet mean? You know, like I'm trying to figure this out. What does this actually mean? And so I do some research, and I come to another page that explains what an agate bracelet actually is. Now look at this. And here's the page, and here's what it says. You need a gate if, do you find it difficult to balance judging family, work, health, relationships, spirituality? Whoop, 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 right? Antennas going off now. Spirituality and everything else in your life? Do you feel depleted or burnt out? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be due for an energetic reassessment of how you spend your time and energy. And then it talks about introducing to agate crystal healing properties. So I'm sitting here reading this like, known as a stabilizer, agate crystal. I'm going through history. Agate was discovered in France between 20,000 to 16,000 BC. I didn't even know France existed then, fam. I thought France was a relatively modern concept. 20,000 to 16,000 BC? It was discovered before Christ some time ago. Some agate found in Australia, however, can be traced back to 2.72 to 3.5 billion years. For the past 6,000 years, agate has been used by various civilizations. In ancient Mesopotamia, agate signified strength and was carved into cylinders. In ancient China, wearing agate was believed to purify the mind and energize a person's chi. In some legends, agate is believed to calm thunder and lightning storms. Fam, let's talk for a second. A lot of this stuff is that it says agate does is what the scripture says that the Lord does, right? The Lord calms the storms. The Lord does these things. Now, maybe there are natural elements that affect these things. Obviously, you wear shiny things during a lightning storm, you might get hit, right? But as I'm reading this, to me, I'm sitting here like just shaking my head. And I'm shaking my head because I'm thinking about all of the people who are reading this thing and who are buying these things and who are desperate, who really want to change, and they're not realizing what's actually going on, right? So I keep reading ancient crystal meanings, and listen to this. Compared to other gemstones in the mineral kingdom, agate crystal radiates a lower, more gentle frequency, which makes it an ideal piece for someone looking to slow down in life. Agate's soothing and stress-relieving properties help you connect with the energy of the earth by bringing harmony to your mind, body, and spirit. That's what it says. You can read that bad boy right there if you don't believe me. All right. I don't know if whoever needs to hear this, let me give you 2024 discernment. And I'm nobody. I'm just saying this. When it says that this thing connects you, helps you connect with the energy of the earth, bringing harmony to your mind, body, and spirit. There is no biblical. Now, the Bible tells people to, Adam and Eve, subdue the earth, right? Exercise dominion over the earth, right? We know that the earth is groaning, right? Waiting for the sons of God to be revealed. We get all of that, right? You will not find a credible translation in the Bible, an credible translation of any verse in the Bible that tells you to connect with the energy of the earth in that way. Brothers and sisters, if you watch any like videos about witchcraft, people getting saved and becoming Christians after, they will tell you about stones and crystals and this connecting to the earth and spirit guides and all these different things. Like, it's fascinating. There was a girl that I met, actually had the privilege of casting 5 demons out of a woman. And one of the things how she got into witchcraft was through crystals and stuff like this, right? So I was already hip when I read this. When I was reading this stuff, I was already hip about stones, crystals, connecting with the earth, all this stuff. That's all witchcraft stuff. It's just demonic. It's demonic. So as I'm reading this, I was like, well, I definitely ain't buying it. I'm going to keep going the old-fashioned route. But what blew my mind was like, wow, this is being marketed to people who, in many ways, are desperate to lose weight. Now, let's just keep in mind, it probably doesn't work. There's no way. That would be a medical miracle that everyone would have already found out about. If you could wear a bracelet, some beaded bracelets, and all of a sudden you just get cut up. That's like science saying the Big Bang Theory was just all of a sudden there was nothing and chaos and all of it, and then boom, and everything just formed into this harmony. I'm laughing because I don't believe none of that. I believe in the Big Bang Theory, Hebrews 11. I believe that God said, let there be light, bang, and there was light. So that's my Big Bang Theory. But it's just this idea that, like, oh, if I throw on this bracelet, I'm just going to all of a sudden in 8 weeks be cut up. We have no idea what these people were doing to get to that point and how long, if those pictures are even the right transformation time frame. But the thing that I was thinking about was like, wow, crystals, stones, and these are all demonic. These things come off as like, and like I said, when I was talking to this woman who I casted 5 demons out of in my office one day at the office, like, she got started into witchcraft because of stones and crystals. And so as I'm reading this, I'm thinking like, wow, this is probably fake. It's fake. Like, it's not going to work. I'm not going to put this bracelet on. Then I'm like, Dad, Pastor Kurt, nah, ain't going to happen. It's fake. And if for $22.97, you get to, it's a hustle. But from a capitalistic standpoint, it's a hustle. It's a lie. It's false advertising. Because listen, here's the reality. How many times have you bought stuff that was like, well, I got a 90-day money-back guarantee? Man, most people don't try to get their money back. You'll buy that bad boy for $23, try it on, and then in a couple weeks, you'll be like, this is stupid, and you'll throw it away. You're not going to get your money back, right? Most people don't do that. Companies know most people don't get their money back. But what the problem is what it does is it introduces you to this idea of stones and crystals. And because don't think it's just going to come as a bracelet. There's going to be writing. There's going to be things that you read. There's going to be websites that you go to. It's going to tell you this is how you do it. And you're going to get sucked into practicing subtle witchcraft, where you're all of a sudden wearing this bracelet, reading these things. It's going to tell you to meditate and open yourself up to the earth to connect with it. And that's so demons can walk right on in. They just going to walk right on in. Boom, 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 boom. So as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, wow, Satan is doing his thing. He's marketing these crystals, and people are going to buy them. They're not even probably into witchcraft, but they're going to follow it. They're going to, because they're desperate. They hope this works. They've tried everything. They're going to buy this and then wear it, and then it's going to, it could. Now, I'm not saying everyone who buys one and wears it is going to all of a sudden be the exorcist, right? But you open yourself up. And if you hear any testimonies about people who were witches that leave that stuff, they say, man, those demons fight hard. It's hard to let go. And most people, if you don't believe in Jesus, you ain't getting out of it. So there's going to be tons of people that buy these stones, these bracelets. They're not going to lose weight, but they're going to follow what it means to connect with the earth. And it may not be the stones that do it, but it could lead to people following this idea that I need to connect more with the energy of the earth so that I can be a better person, so that I can be more spiritual, and that will open them up. It will introduce them to witchcraft. What a hustle. What a hustle. 2024 is crazy already. This is witchcraft, weight loss, and I'm not going for it. So if you're watching this video and you are a person who's like, listen, 2024 is my year to get in shape. I'm tired of this. I'm tired. You know, if that's you and you're like, you know what? I'm going to take do not buy any bracelets. No nothing, no crystals that tell you need to connect with the earth and let the energy of, if you're a believer especially, there's no Bible passage that says that. We just have to exercise self-control and discipline in certain ways and all of it. And find what works for us and find some different things. Do not, please, get no crystals, because all of a sudden you're going to start feeling presences, eerie presences in your life. I kid you not. This woman who I casted 5 demons out of, she said that she started to feel like a real uncomfortable like presence, like they was around her a lot. And she really didn't like it and was getting afraid and didn't know what it was. And so that made her press in more to these crystals, these stones, these moon spells, because she was trying to get rid of this uncomfortable presence. I'm going to probably share this. It will happen one day. But I want to make sure that she knows about it. I'm not going to say who she was, but I won't. But it was a crazy time. I mean, if you've seen Nefarious, if you've seen that movie Nefarious, it wasn't exactly like that, but it was my first time having a conversation face-to-face with a demon and going back and forth. That was a crazy joint. That was 2023 was a wild year for your boy, right? But I just think it's just the enemy is working and he's strategic and he's clever. So I'm bringing this up to you so that you can expose it if you see it. If you got some friends, a little on the chubby side, right? And they're talking about, hey, look, I'm getting ready to get these bracelets. Don't let them get them. Don't let them get them. Because those things are going to put you in place to be persuaded by something other, an entity other than Christ. And that thing that will destroy lives. So I know it's a crazy first video for 2024, but I thought I got to show this joint. This joint is bananas. All right. All right, man, I appreciate y'all. Happy New Year. Your boy is back. I'm planning on being on my game. I was not faking. There was a lot going on. I was going through a lot from October to December, but things are settling down. Life is becoming, okay, we get it. So I'm going to be back on some videos on my video game. Thank y'all for riding with me. Thank y'all for being a part of the Patreon posse for those that are. Thank you for supporting the channel. Go to KirkKennedy.com. Ride with your homie. Got a lot of good stuff coming up. So I'm looking forward to posting some more. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Hope y'all had a happy New Year. And we'll see y'all on the next stream. I might even get a couple 2 a day. Some twofers. I'm watching these dudes be doing these reaction videos. Be doing like 3, 4 in a day. I can do reaction videos all day, baby. So I'm going to do some of that. But I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for riding. Thanks for watching. See y'all in the next stream.